I call to order the meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of River Edge, January 3rd, 2022, Sine Die meeting. It is 6 p.m. Even though we do not have a flag, I ask for us to take a moment for silent reflection, and then we will say the pledge. Let us remember all those who are suffering from COVID, all those who are in the hospital, all those who have passed this past year, as well as those who have suffered from forest fires, their homes destroyed, their lives ruined, those who have suffered from hurricanes, their homes destroyed, their lives ruined. Let's remember people throughout the world who have had a tough time in 2021, and let us hope in our concerns and our prayers for a better year for them. Let's take a moment. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, great. Statement of compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act. This meeting complies with the Open Public Meeting Act by notification on December 23rd, 2021, and December 31st of 2021 of this location, date, and time, to the Ridgewood News and the Record, and by posting the same on the municipal bulletin board and the borough website, and filing a notice of the same with the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastide?
Here.
Councilman Canigo?
Here.
Councilman Gautier?
Here.
Councilwoman Kaufman?
Here.
Councilwoman Kinsella?
Here.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen?
Here.
Mayor Papaleo?
Here. All right, we have two wonderful awards to give out. We're going to give our first award to our outgoing councilman who has served with such honor and distinction over these last 3 years, Councilman Joseph Gordier. So I'd like to show the plaque, if I could. Oh, well, maybe not. It's a little bit hard to see, but I shall read it. It's a beautiful plaque with a seal etched in it, and it's presented to Joseph Gordier, Councilman 2019 to 2021, in appreciation for your dedication and valued contribution and desire to serve the best interest of all borough residents. Mayor Thomas Papaleo and Council 2021. So Joe, this is your last meeting. We appreciate you coming. Oftentimes council members who are leaving don't, and you are here for us. As always, a man of honor and integrity. I say ye, Joseph Gordier.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for this honor. And I know that Claudiana will do a wonderful job, and Michelle will continue to do a wonderful job, as will the rest of you.
Anything else, Joe, you want to say? This is your moment. You can also have time at the end of the meeting if you're still here. I know you do have some other obligations.
Yes. I just want to thank everyone for all of their help and guidance. Well, everybody that I've worked with on council has been so wonderful. All of our professionals are wonderful. Mr. Sarlo, our borough attorney, I meant to mention you last month at the meeting. Always a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and I've always appreciated that greatly. And I would also like to thank our commissioner, Commissioner Zur, for coming.
All right, then. We have a second award. This one, hopefully, well, maybe it will come through the way this thing works. Sorry about that. So I have this plaque, which cannot be shown because of the system, but it's a beautiful plaque for our Chief Bill or William Sanders. Now, Chief Sanders is not just the chief of the fire department. He is an EMT. He is part of Rivas River Edge Volunteer Ambulance Service. And I believe you're on duty right now, aren't you, Chief? You're muted.
Okay, that's better.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just clearing up from a call now. It's been a busy day.
We appreciate all your gifts of service throughout the town, throughout the county. We really appreciate it. So let me read this. Presented to William Sanders, Fire Chief, January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2021. Given in grateful recognition for your dedication to the safety of all borough residents and for your leadership and commitment to service in the River Edge Fire Department. Signed, Mayor Thomas Papaleo and Council 2021. Chief, we'd love for you to say a few words, but could you also tell us how many times have you been chief and how many years have you been volunteering as a firefighter here in River Edge?
Well, I've been a firefighter since 1983.
Wow.
This is my second term as chief. I was chief back in 2010 and 11, or 11 and 12, and now again 20 to 22. I've been a fire officer just as long as I've been half the time I've been a member. So, but I want to thank the mayor and yourself, Mayor, the liaison, Michelle Kaufman. You guys were really supportive, as the rest of the council. You guys are, we worked well together over the past 2 years, especially during the pandemic. But again, thank you very much. And I leave you in the best of hands with the new officers.
Thank you, Chief. We really appreciate it. I'd like to now recognize our Commissioner Zor, and we thank you for coming. We are going to have the Sine die until about 7, and then we're going to have the reorg at, I'm sorry, 6:30, and then we're going to have the reorg at 6:30. But Commissioner Zor, I don't know if you how your schedule is running, so if you wanted to say a few words, this is a good time.
Mayor, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate, first of all, I wouldn't have missed this for anything. I really wanted to be here, not only to thank Joe so much for his service over the last 3 years, but to thank Michelle and Claudiana for stepping up. I mean, these last 2 years especially have been, wow, nothing could have prepared any of us for what the last 2 years have looked like. And the fact that River Edge had all of you at the helm, Chief Sanders, all of you working so diligently to meet the needs of our residents in this really trying time has been absolutely invaluable. And Joe, you've done it with a full heart and capable mind and all energy, and I want to thank you for that. And Michelle, all of you have done it that way. Claudiana, welcome aboard. It is, not the most glamorous work all the time that you get to deal with on council. It takes you away from your families. I want to thank all your families, by the way, as well, for sharing you with the community in this way, for making, they serve alongside of you, because there's no other way that you are in it with your entirety, and that means your entire family too. I remember being at environmental cleanups with Ellen's daughter and being at all different events with so many of you within town, and it really is your entire family that serves. So thank you, and thank them for stepping up. Reorganizations are these amazing times, and elections are these crazy entities where we actually where the community gets to use their voice in the ballot box and have a say in how their government moves forward by entrusting it into your very capable hands. And now is when the hard work begins. For those of you who've already been here, Claudiana, you'll know this. It's like the campaign was pregnancy, and now the real work happens, right? It is truly going to be something that tests you in ways that you never thought possible. It is truly going to surprise you every single day. And we are so grateful to have this team at the helm. And I want to thank all of you, and also underscore the fact that we, as a county body of commissioners, County Executive Tedesco as well, are all here as your partners. Whenever, and many of you have already utilized that cell phone number and know it by heart. Please feel free to always reach out and know that I'm here as a sounding board, that I'm here, that the county is here to innovate with you and to do what's best for the residents of River Edge. So Joe, thank you for your last 3 years of service. you know, it has really been a roller coaster ride that you've been on. So thank you for, you know, never letting go of those bars, holding on tight, and making sure that you guided us to the end of the road. As you know, we still have a long way to go, as we're seeing with this Omicron. I saw a really bad meme that said by next year we might be like a fraternity where it has three Greek letters. May that not be the case. May we all continue to work hard to protect our community and guide us to a safer, healthier, and more prosperous 2022. Michelle, Claudiana, congratulations. And I really look forward to getting to continue to work with such an amazing team here in River Edge. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Commissioner, your words ring true. The commission, first, as freeholders, now as commissioners, you have always been there for River Edge. You are supportive. You call, all of you do. The county executive does. When we've had trouble, given it weather or whatever it might be, we can always count on you. And so we are very grateful for your participation in support of the residents of River Edge.
Thank you so much. And you know, I'm a big advocate of seeing women step up and take the helm of leadership. But it really makes me smile to see so many on Captario. I'm sorry you're as outnumbered as you are. But we have some amazing women who are leading the way, and I'm really excited to have your voices and perspectives as being part of the continuing conversation.
Thank you, Commissioner. All right, everybody. What I need now is a motion and second to open to the public on any item on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstaining? Okay, we are now open for anyone who is present to any item on the agenda.
And 1 second. Patrick Diamond, 1 second. Sorry. Not sure. 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, but we can't see you, Pat. I don't know if you're able to turn on your camera.
I do not have that option, guys.
No problem. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm here on behalf of the River Edge PBA. My name is Patrick Diamond. I'm the president of PBA Local 201. I'm here to speak to you about the vaccine policy that is listed on the agenda tonight. On behalf of the local, we have several concerns after following the meetings for the past several months. When the policy was first discussed in September, there was a conversation about the possibility to allow for testing. Many council members' initial comments and discussion from the September 13th meeting talked about having a testing option or having a hybrid policy. During the discussion, the cost of the testing was raised. At the end of the discussion, the mayor took a final poll of the council, and the testing option seemed to suddenly be pushed aside in lieu of the vaccine mandate. Over the course of the next several months, there was a discussion about OSHA's policy and waiting for them to be rolled out prior to River Edge rolling out our policy. Currently, the OSHA regulations are being litigated at the nation's Supreme Court with arguments scheduled for January 7th. In consideration of all these factors and understanding the borough's concern to keep everyone safe, the local is proposing that the borough allow for the testing option in lieu of the vaccination. The testing option would be in line with the current OSHA's regulations, the Governor Murphy's executive orders that are referenced in the borough's policy, and the County of Bergen's current policy. As we have seen in the latest surge we have all dealt with over the last 3 weeks, including during the holidays, many vaccinated people fell ill to this virus. By allowing the testing option for those who are unvaccinated, it will actually make the workplace safer. While a vaccinated employee may come to work with a sniffle, the unvaccinated employee required to be tested weekly would have a positive test if they were infected, thus activating the quarantine of that employee. There's also a concern that should someone suffer a severe reaction due to the borough's mandate, who would ultimately be responsible? What would happen to that employee when when it was not their choice to even be vaccinated. Another concern of the quarantine time. While we understand that the policy was drafted prior to the change of the CDC guidance, we assume that the new 5-day quarantine time would be incorporated into this revised policy. In speaking of time, the last issue we would like to address is the use of your own time should you contract this virus. By requiring employees to use their own time, should they show a positive test, we believe it will actually discourage employees from coming forward stating that they are positive or even getting tested. Knowing that they would be required to use 10 of their own time based on the way the policy is currently written, as opposed to offering employees administrative time off or COVID time. While we understand from the last meeting, the policy was being vetted through the Personnel Committee, we are asking the mayor and council as a whole to reconsider this policy that is currently up for a vote tonight. Taking into account the concerns that we have raised here this evening, especially most importantly, to allow the testing option in line with the OSHA policy, Governor Murphy's executive orders, and the Bergen County's policy. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you, Patrick. Is there anyone else who would like to speak, to make a comment or speak?
There is Matt Patursky. 1 second.
Matt, you're as a panelist, if you have a camera, great. If you don't, that's okay too. If you can unmute yourself and take 2 minutes if you need it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Matt Patursky. I'm the Vice President of PBA Local 201. I'd just like to echo what President Diamond's comments and hope that the Mayor and Council reconsiders their positions and that we can have further discussion about the policy that works for all parties and keeps everyone safe. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anyone else who would like to speak to this issue or any other issue on the agenda for tonight?
If you have a question or comment, raise your hand and I'll allow you to speak. 1 second.
Police Officer Colucci, feel free to turn on your camera if you have it. If you don't, that's okay. And the chair recognizes you.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Gabe Colucci. I've been with the borough for about 3 years now. I just wanted to say my short time of working here, this last year, more exclusively, I have truly felt a feeling of belongingness and togetherness with my coworkers and this department as a whole. I implore you to please reconsider to introduce a testing option to this mandate. As President Diamond and Vice President Patursky have stated, the past 3 weeks, we've seen a number of our coworkers, fall ill to this virus. A number of the people who have fallen ill are actually vaccinated. So again, I implore you to please reconsider. This is a decision that clearly comes with a lot of thought, discussion, and I hope that all of us here today are encouraging you and your families and all of the people who you influence and who are in your lives to open up the floor for debate. And again, I can't express in strong enough terms that we would hope that you would reconsider to introduce the testing option. And again, I've been with this borough for 3 years, and the feeling of us finally coming together as a family, I truly, truly believe that if this was to go through, then things would drastically change. With that being said, I have no further comment. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Police Officer Colucci. Anyone else?
Yes, 1 second. Anthony Roman.
And someone else. You are visible and
Are we visible?
you are
No,
present on the panels, but your camera is not on.
Okay. I'm also, no. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
You need to say your names. I'm sorry.
I'm Officer Anthony Roman. I've been with the borough in February. It'll be a remarkable 10 years already. I've seen a lot of changes. Reiterating what Officer Colucci just said, this year has been a very positive year of change. Within interaction between the mayor and council, between everybody on the workforce, there's been a unity of working together, of progress. I keep saying it day in and day out. This has probably been the best year out of the 10 years that I've been here. We're moving forward in such difficult times. With that being said, we really need you to reconsider that mandate. It's affecting a lot of our lives, between sleep. Our job is stressful enough with the forces out there that you don't have control of, but we haven't been the most popular bunch within the last year or two. We have other stresses between family. I myself have a hard time thinking what to do in all this. So I really would like you to reconsider the testing option. It's going to be good for all of us. All right, thank you.
All right. Anthony, you also have Dominic listed as a co-person on your panelist line. Does Dominic wish to speak?
Yeah, this is Officer Pizzanelli. I'm just here in support of my brothers and sisters, PBA Local 201. I have no further comment. I'm just here to support everyone.
All right. Is there another speaker?
Yes, Mark Abate.
Officer Abadi, just please say your name for the record.
Hi, Sergeant Mark Abadi, River Edge Police.
Go ahead. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mayor. Happy New Year, first of all.
To you too.
Congratulations. Hopefully this year will be much better than next year. As I'm sitting here, I'm getting text messages from my sister because my mom's being admitted to the hospital for COVID. So I'm going to be brief. I'm here also in support of my brothers. I'm a member of the police department for 23 years, and vaccinated or not, I strongly believe the testing option is a favorable option. I know it's the state police allow it, so I would believe that it's equally as good for the River Edge Police Department. That's all I have. Good luck, and again, I'm just here in support my PBA brothers and sister. Thank you.
Very good. Is there someone else?
Next up is Jeff.
Jeff, if you're a police officer, you only have to say your name and rank. If you are not a police officer, you have to give your name and residence.
Good evening. My name is Officer Jeffrey Starren. I've been with the Borough of River.
Sorry.
Jeff, officer, you muted yourself, or we accidentally muted you. You need to unmute.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Please proceed.
Okay. Sorry about that. Officer Jeffrey Starren, been with the Borough of River Edge for 5 years now. Showed up just for support for my brothers and sisters from the union. I would ask for you guys to please consider the testing option for people who are unvaccinated. I know everybody is looking forward to that, and hopefully it can help out our department and move forward with everything. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right. Do we have someone else?
Yes, we do. I'm
Officer
not sure.
Staros, if you could just state your name.
Look, Sergeant Joseph Staros, River Edge Police Department. Member of the police department for 25 years, and I'd like to also put my support behind Local 201 and what Patrick Diamond had said. But I'd like to also add a little bit of detail to one of the statements he said. It's true we've lost plenty of officers so far between the 23rd of December to today to COVID. Put that in perspective, 7 officers have gone out with COVID since the 23rd of December. 5 have been fully vaccinated, 2 have not. 2 have also already returned to work, and 4 more are poised to return to work on Wednesday, pending passage of this resolution. So it basically, in a nutshell, 5 members have been fully vaccinated, 2 members have not, 7 members total. If we're going to have a vaccine policy, having a testing option makes a lot of sense. Like Officer Diamond said, if people are tested or regularly, at least if they have it and don't know it, asymptomatic, they will know it and they can be quarantined appropriately. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. I believe there's one more person. Officer Presendorf, if you would state your name.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, please
Hi,
proceed.
Officer Preisendorf, River Edge Police. I prepared a statement tonight, but a lot of it was covered by Officer Diamond. So I'm just here tonight to state my support for everyone that has spoken before me. I think that a vaccine mandate here would cause a big divide in this department. I think we've grown a lot the past couple months, and I'd like to see us continue to grow together. And I think that if there was no testing option, I think it would create a big divide in this department. And unfortunately, I wouldn't want to see some guys seek employment elsewhere, but I think that is what would happen if there was a vaccine mandate. So I'm just here to show my support for a testing option. Thank you.
You're welcome. I believe there are three more or two more. Tim, Tim, you're not a police officer, so you have to say your full name and address.
All right, my name is Timothy Carroll, 40 Zabriskie Street, Hackensack, New Jersey. I am also the assistant chief in the River Edge Volunteer Fire Department. I would just like to echo everything that the police department, PBA, just said. I myself am unvaccinated, but take the proper precautions when needed. We do have a mask mandate with the fire department during the peak times, and we follow those things, appropriately. And I'm only speaking, for myself at this point as a volunteer in this town. Not speaking on behalf of the fire department at all. And I disagree with this mandate, and I think the testing option would help this situation out completely.
Okay, thank you, Tim. I believe we have Captain Casey at this point.
How you doing, Mayor?
Good, good. Captain, you just need to identify yourself, but not your address, of course.
Yeah, it's Captain Craig Casey, River Edge Police Department. I'm not going to hit on everything they've hit on so far. I'm just going over the policy, which refers or references the CDC, the EEOC, the New Jersey Health Department, also references the governor's orders. Every one of them has the testing option. They speak of the testing option for those that either cannot do because of medical reasons or religious reasons. They also talk about the ones that just don't want to be vaccinated. It's another alternative. In the governor's executive orders, I guess 2 points on that. He offers the testing option. Also, in every one of his orders, and there's at least 3 or 4 that cover mandating shots and or the testing, not one of his orders has the word termination anywhere in it. Ours seems to have that. I don't know what track we went on with that, but I think the testing option is put in there because the governor didn't want to see hundreds or thousands of employees either let go or leave. I understand the spirit behind his executive order and what he's attempting to achieve. But in the same token, he didn't threaten termination. I think that's something that it should seriously be reconsidered, reevaluated. And maybe this policy needs maybe another meeting or so to be discussed and gone through. It's the CDC has changed their standards, cutting the times in the policy in half. they refer to the variants. Variants are going to come with every virus.
Captain Casey, I appreciate what you're saying. It has been stated by others. Do you have new information you wish to offer, only because we do have other business to proceed?
No. I understand that. I'm not going to argue the points that are before the court right now. That'd be wasted breath for everybody. I just hope that you reconsider after what was presented from various members of the local, also various members of the borough. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome, Captain. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak on any item of the agenda? All right, seeing none, could I have a motion to close to the public?
So moved.
Could I have a second?
Sorry, actually, someone did raise their hand.
Oh, okay, go
There's
ahead.
one more. 1 second.
Okay, if you're a police officer, please just simply state your rank. And if you are not, then you need to say your full name and address.
My name is David D'Elia. I'm a firefighter in River Edge. Also
Then you have to
president.
say your address. So there is an exception for police officers not giving their home address, but there is no exception for anyone else.
I'm a police officer in another borough. So
Then you can leave that off, Dave.
all right, thank you. I'm the president of Company 1 at the firehouse.
Yes.
I just wanted to also give my support that there should be a testing option for this policy, and that, you know, it's being given everywhere else, and I don't know why it's not an option here, and that you guys should strongly reconsider how it's worded and the options that are given. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dave. And I do remember that you are a police officer elsewhere. I just blanked for a moment. I apologize.
No worries. Thank you.
All right. All right. Is there anyone else who would like to speak, or shall we move forward? Congressman, we're running about 5 to 10 minutes late. I apologize. We're going to close to the public right now. We're going to move some appointments and personnel changes, and then we're going to go to the reorg. I apologize for our delay.
No worries.
All right, thank you. Could I have a motion to close to the public?
So moved.
Could I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or any abstentions? Okay, could I have a motion from Council President, can you go in a second, from Councilwoman Kaufman to the appointments and personnel changes I'm about to read into the record. Approve the salary increase of Matt Perteski, police officer, from an annual salary of $70,073 to police officer 15th grade, $81,988, effective January 1st, 2022. Approve the salary increase of Jeffrey Starin, police officer, from an annual salary of $70,073 to patrol officer 15th grade, $81,988, effective January 1st, 2022. Approve the satisfactory completion of the 6-month probation period and increase in salary of Muriel Jones, part-time crossing guard, from an hourly probation rate of $16.32 to step 1, $19.26, effective May 9th, 2021, and hourly increase to step 2, $20.33, effective November 9th. Approve the satisfactory completion of a 6-month probationary period and increase in salary for Diana Johnson, part-time crossing guard, from an hourly probation rate of $16.32 to step 1, $19.26, effective May 9th, 2021, and hourly salary increase to step 2, $20.33, effective November 9th. Approve the salary increase of Sergeant Joseph Staros from an annual salary of $136,877 to $147,827 due to performing the duties of a higher rank, effective January 4, 2022. Approve the salary increase of Thomas Kalari, part-time crossing guard, from step 1 hourly rate of $19.26 to a step 2, $20.33, effective September 19, 2021. Approve the salary increase of Sean McLaughlin, part-time crossing guard, from a step 1 hourly rate of $19.26 to step 2, $20.33, effective September 19, 2021. Approve the salary increase of Peter Stitz from mechanic one, step 3 salary, 83,632 to mechanic 1, step 4, 86,413 effective January 1st, 2022. Approve the salary increase of Joseph DeRosa, laborer in the Department of Public Works, from an annual laborer 2, step 2, salary $39,022 to laborer 2, step 4, $43,637 effective January 1st, 2022. Approve the salary increase of Jason DiCarlo, laborer in the Department of Public Works, from laborer 2, step 5, salary of $50,297 to laborer 2, step 7, $53,862 effective January 1st, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastidt,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Yes.
Councilman Gautier,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hoffman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
I would like to ask for an exception to our procedure without objection. If there is any objection, we will not do this. Without objection, we'll do all the resolutions, including payment of the bills, without a separate reading of the payment of the bills. I do this simply for time savings. Is there objection?
No objection.
Hearing none. Could I have a motion from Councilman Gaudier and a second from Councilwoman Montesano Cohen for resolutions 21-352 through 21-361?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastidt,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Apologies. Yes.
Councilwoman Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman, I'm sorry.
I think you forgot me.
Here, sorry about that.
Yes.
Okay, to Councilwoman Kaufman, Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
All right, we're going to move the public comments to the reorg meeting. We're going to move the council comments to the reorg meeting. We're going to close this meeting, go straight into the reorg. Michelle, does that mean we have a new link for that, or is it the same link?
Same one.
Very good. So without objection, we're going to adjourn the Sine Die meeting. Could I have a motion and a second to adjourn the Sine Die?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Roll call, please.
Sorry. Councilwoman Bastidt,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Yes.
Councilman Gautier,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
Okay, so we are now closed the Sine Die, and now I call to order the Borough of River Edge Mayor and Council reorganization meeting, January 3rd, 2022, Borough of River Edge at 6:38. We've already done the silent prayer and the flag salute, but I'm not sure. Mr. Sarlo, would it be appropriate to do it again, or is it simply because it was a Sine Die? Would that be acceptable?
On into the next meeting. It's fine. We can proceed with the meeting.
Okay, very good. Then, do I need to read the statement again, Mr. Sarlo?
I would, Mayor, new meeting, I would just read it.
All right, very good then. Statement of compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act. This meeting complies with the Open Public Meeting Act by notification on December 23rd, 2021 and December 31st, 2021 of this location, date, and time to the Ridgewood News and the Record, and by posting of the same on the municipal bulletin board and borough website, and filing a notice of the same with the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastidt,
Here.
Councilman Kanigo,
Here.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Here.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen,
Here.
Mayor Papaleo.
Present here. All right, Borough Clerk, I ask you to announce the 2020 election results.
Michelle Kaufman was duly reelected as councilwoman to serve a full three-year term starting January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2024, receiving 1,982 votes. Claudiana Malalari was duly elected as councilwoman to serve a full three-year term starting January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2024, receiving 1,926 votes.
Congratulations, Councilwoman Kaufman and Councilwoman Malalari.
Thank
We are
you.
very honored to have you on the council. Michelle, your renewal on the council, and Claudiana, your new presence. We know you'll do great things for us, and Michelle, you're doing great things and will continue. So now we have the great honor of Congressman Gottheimer present with us, and he will administer the oath of office for Michelle Kaufman. Congressman, if you'd like to say a few words before or after, I'll leave that to you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. It's great to see you. Happy New Year to you and to everyone. Thanks so much for inviting me today to join you and the River Edge community for this very important occasion. It's an honor to be here and to be part of it. I especially want to thank you, Mayor, for your excellent leadership. And I think our Assemblywoman Swain is joining us as well. Council President Dario Canego, thank you so much for your leadership. Councilman Gaudier, thanks for your leadership, and Kinsella, Councilwoman Kinsella, Councilwoman Bastide, and of course, Councilwoman Lisa Montesino-Cone, thank you so much for your work. And I do want to say that, Joe, we will miss you. I know you're leaving the council. You did phenomenal work, and I just want to thank you for your leadership and all your service to the community. You know, River Edge and communities like it are the backbone of New Jersey, and it's really wonderful to be with all of you today and everyone who's joining us. I do want to just take a quick moment to think of all those we've lost over the past year in River Edge and of course across New Jersey. We've lost a lot of friends and family. I also want to, of course, make sure that we recognize our brave first responders, all in our frontline healthcare workers, and of course our veterans and all serving an active duty at home and around the world right now. Now I'm very lucky to be able to swear in today one of our smartest, most tenacious, visionary local leaders. Michelle, I'm looking forward to it in a second. I do want to also congratulate Councilwoman-elect Claudiana Malalari and I know she's being sworn in as well. Malalari, I hope I got that right. Sorry, I practiced it and I think I screwed it up, so I apologize in advance. I can't say Gottheimer if that is any consolation. I think it's fair to say that all of us here today have the same objective to make North Jersey an even better place to live and to do business, to raise a family. River Edge in particular is a town that is actually older than our great nation and played a critical role in during the American Revolution and the birth of our country. And in the Steuben House, right, located and was built in 1752, located in town, even served as a military headquarters for General Washington, who, as you know, with our other founding fathers, fought so hard for the right to vote, to give our citizens the right to vote, to of course bring you both to office. So when you think about the history of River Edge and being such a strong part of our community, but the history of our country as well, and so many citizens who exercise the right to vote, which is what we fought for and our founding fathers fought for, and what we continue to fight for today. So I want to thank them for coming together to elect both of you and of course our council and our mayor, and make sure that we do everything we can to fight for that democracy and what we believe in. The oath of office taken today is similar to the one that dates back hundreds of years, the first Congress in 1789. And I know you're going to repeat this oath, and you recognize its significance as you always had, to protect the people that you represent and our great community and the greatest country the world has ever known. It is a high honor and a high responsibility. I know you both appreciate that. President Kennedy said when he was talking about communities and towns like River Edge, he always said, things like that just don't happen, right? It takes a lot of work. And I know how much work it takes and how hard it is to make sure our roads are paved and that our water is clean, our families are safe, that River Edge, the borough, remains beautiful as it is today and safe for everybody. So I know you understand the solemn duty, especially today as COVID variants are still believe it or not, running rampant, as we know, hard to believe, but our economy is reopening, our small businesses getting back on their feet, our kids back in school. And I know we're all working to make life more affordable for our families and our seniors. And that leadership that you all exercise is the backbone of our state and of our country. And it's not about party, it's about just doing what's right and governing and always fighting for the people that we represent and working together, even with people we don't always agree with, across all lines of division, to make sure that we stand together and that we have the best law enforcement, firefighters, and EMS, and that everyone has what they need to do our job. And it's what I try to do in Congress, and I know you do it here so well. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate that, fighting for life, making life more affordable. And we're working on getting SALT back for you in Washington. We got infrastructure done. I know you're doing a lot on the local level every day, and I just want to let you know I know where it all happens at the local level. So thank you so much for epitomizing those Jersey values in River Edge. Now, if I could say one thing about Michelle before I swear her in this evening here in this great community. Now, Councilwoman Kaufman was first elected to council in 2018 and served her first term in office then, with a creative talent that helps help make a difference every single day. Michelle's married to her husband, Steve, for 6 years. I think there's Steve. I think we can see him in the box there for 6 years. There's an incredible, Michelle remains an incredible role model with her husband for her son, Jacob. They've lived in River Edge for 11 years now. Now, while Michelle didn't grow up in Jersey, she grew up in Long Island. She discovered the light and recognized you got to get out of Long Island and you got to get to Jersey, no matter what happens. And she did it. Now she's a Jersey through and through, understands where the best pizza and bagels are made. Everything's about Springsteen, core values that we have. She went to Bryn Mawr and she's her BA in economics. She did a high school art magazine growing up, and that's where you discovered her great talent for art, which we'll talk about in a second. But then she was also, of course, great at finance, was at Morgan Stanley as a managing director. But her passion for art with that economics has really been a great advantage, of course, to River Edge. On top of her responsibilities as councilwoman, Michelle's an extremely talented artist. She's got work displayed in galleries in New York, LA, Maryland, North Carolina, and more, which is amazing. If you then you add to actually what she does her day job on the council, or I guess that's the night job. I don't know. It's the all-time job. She's consistently used her experience and talents to make River Edge an even more desirable, energetic, successful town. As an artist, a member of the tech committee, on top of her responsibilities, making sure River Edge TV is up and running. She's led initiatives to completely redesign the town's website, which is now more intuitive and welcoming than ever before. She's also helped organize essentially every virtual meeting during COVID, even chaired the finance committee, where she works with the town's chief financial officer to create the town's annual budget. So while it becomes no surprise that Michelle spends very little free time that she has doing anything else, I don't know how she does it, but she does more things, more art. And she also loves to hike outside and walk around the community and get outside as much as possible. She volunteers with her temple, with charitable events to help for warm meals to children in need, which I'm grateful for. And I know that she'll continue to make wonderful impacts. I think about all the innovative things she did this year to bring new business to local shops in the community, like with the QR code yard sign that when scanned shows a list of all the restaurants in town. And I know you're continue doing more of that and fighting for River Edge's Shop Local initiative, which helps support so many of our local small businesses, like the local pet groomers and coffee shops, attract new businesses to the community. It's amazing how you do it all. I don't know how you do it, but somehow you pull it off. And I just want to thank you so much. And I'm so honored to represent you and to represent everybody here. And now if I can swear you in, and if you can raise your right hand.
Yes.
Excellent. I, Michelle Kaufman, do solemnly swear
I, Michelle Kaufman, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the government established
in
in the United States
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I, Michelle Kaufman,
I, Michelle Kaufman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
as councilwoman
as councilwoman
of the Borough of River Edge
of the Borough of River Edge
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Councilwoman.
Thank you so much, Congressman. Thank you for that. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Michelle, if you'd like to say a few words, you can at this point.
Okay, I would like to thank and congratulate my running mate, Councilwoman Malalari, for all she did to help us win, and her husband as well for helping us out so much. Also, I'd like to thank our campaign manager, Marie Papaleo, for helping us to run a great campaign. A big, huge thank you to Congressman Gottheimer for swearing me in, and to Commissioner Zur and Assemblywoman Swain for being here tonight and for your ongoing support of River Edge. Importantly, I'd like to thank the many residents of River Edge who took time out of their days to speak with us when we knocked on their doors and asked for their votes. I'm truly honored to again have the opportunity to serve all the residents of River Edge, and I will work hard to help make sure River Edge is an even better place to live. Thank you so much, and I will do all I can to make sure things run smoothly. Happily, we have a fantastic team here, and I'm deeply honored and looking forward to a great 2022. Thanks.
Congratulations, Councilwoman. All right, now we have Claudiana Mellilari, and we have present with us Assemblywoman Lisa Swain, who will administer the oath of office for the Councilwoman. Lisa, if you'd like to say a few words before or after, it's up to you. We welcome you, and we're so glad you were able to come tonight.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
But can you see me?
No.
I don't see a video option.
It should be in the bottom left-hand corner next to the mic. There should be a mic icon, and then
I have the mic.
Slightly to the right of it. Now, that could be perhaps your video camera is not plugged in, and the icon might not be present because your video camera is not plugged in.
I doubt that because I was just on a Zoom earlier. So, but in the interest of time.
Okay. I should tell you there is an image of your face, so it's not a blank screen. We can see an image of your lovely face, but we cannot see you live.
Okay, all right. But you can hear me, so that's what counts. Yes. So thank you so much for having me. Good evening. Happy New Year to everyone. And thank you to Joe Gautier, who is leaving. And thank you for all of his service. Congratulations, Michelle, on your reelection. And Claudiana, on your election. This is a very exciting evening, and I'm so happy to be here to swear you in. I also want to say that I think as Senator Joe Lagana and Assemblyman Chris Tully are here. I think they were also trying to get on. So I just want to give them a shout out. We're so honored to represent District 38, which of course includes River Edge. So without further ado, Claudiana, if you are ready, I am happy to begin the ceremony.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Excellent. So if you will raise your right hand, I state your name.
I, Claudiana Mellilari,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the government established
in
the United States
and
in this state under the authority of the people.
Under authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Claudiana Malelari,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties
and justly perform all the duties
as councilwoman
as councilwoman
of the Borough of River Edge
of the Borough of River Edge
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I am so honored and proud. And I just think that River Edge is so lucky to have someone like you, someone with a young family who has given her time, who is about to give a lot of her time to this. And I just want to show you one thing that you will, I hope you can, oh, maybe you can't see it because my video's not on.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Oh, all right. Well, you will be getting a nice big proclamation from the state of New Jersey. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So Assemblywoman Swain, thank you for coming. Thank you, Assemblyman Tully, and thank you, Senator Lagana, for your support of River Edge whenever we call on you, especially when we've had hurricanes that have knocked out power. You and your fellow elected have been here for River Edge. We are in your debt, and we are grateful to you. And we thank you for coming tonight to be here and celebrating and swearing in Councilwoman Malelari.
Thank you. My pleasure. Best of luck to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Claudiana, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, also just a few words. I was very fortunate to have been given the opportunity to be elected and sworn in today by the Assemblywoman Swain as the new councilwoman in River Edge. I look forward to working with some experienced councilors to continue to serve our town. Thank you to my family, friends, and everyone who assisted with our campaign, Michelle and me, through attending our fundraisers, placing our signs in their lawn, showing their support on election day, donating financially, and for anyone that prayed for us. I'm very grateful, and I thank every single one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay, so now we're at item number 7. That's a two-part item. First, we will, in a second, we'll ask the clerks to do the new roll call. And then second, we will ask for a nomination for council president for 2022. So, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilwoman Bastide,
Here.
Councilman Kanigo,
Here.
Councilwoman Kaufman,
Here.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Here.
Councilwoman Malelari,
Here.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen,
Here.
Mayor Papaleo.
Here. May I have a nomination for council president for the year 2022?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to nominate Michelle Kaufman as council president for the next year.
All right, excellent. So that is our first nominee. Is there a second nominator? Hearing none, I ask for a second for Councilwoman Kaufman, and then we will do a roll call.
Second.
Second.
We have 2 seconds, which is good. So roll call for council president nomination for Michelle Kaufman.
Councilwoman Bastide,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malelari,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank former President Kanigo for such a great job he's done for us for the last 2 years. And just wanted to tell you guys how deeply I appreciate your selecting me to be council president. And just again, so honored and looking forward to a great year.
Now we have just a small detail. If Council President Kanigo can change his moniker and Councilwoman Kaufman can change her moniker, You would do that by right-clicking on and the three dots. I'm sorry. And no, I'm sorry. You go to video and well, maybe we can't do it right now, but we'll keep it in our hearts that it has occurred. All right. And we can figure out how to do it later. All right. Oh, no, you both were able to do it. You're much better at technology than I am. Wonderful. Okay, we are item 8. I will surrender the meeting to Councilwoman Bastide.
Thank you, Mayor.
Welcome.
I'm on the agenda tonight as a founding member and board member of We Do of Bergen County. For those of you that are not familiar with We Do, it stands for Women Empowered Democratic Organization of Bergen County. Our goal and mission is to empower women to engage in the political process and to be proactive on the issues that matter most to them. Through education, training, and mentoring, We Do prepares women to run for local, county, or state office and provides a vast support network to enhance women's influence and leadership in public life. It's my honor, I think this is 4 years in a row that I have the opportunity to present certificates to women who have been elected to local office in River Edge, and it's a tremendous honor and a thrill to be here again to do that. So on behalf of the hundreds of members of We Do of Bergen County, I'd like to congratulate Council President Kaufman on her re-election and Councilwoman Claudiana Melilari on her election. I know that both of you will do tremendous work. Your voices will be heard and they're important, and you will move River Edge into being an even better place to live, to work, and to dine. So it's my honor to present you with 2 certificates, which I will personally deliver to you. Oops, here we are. And I look forward so much to working with both of you, along with the rest of the council, to move River Edge forward. So congratulations again on behalf of We Do of Bergen County.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ellen, and thank you for the unbelievable support that Bergen We Do has given to us. It's really, really appreciated.
Well, you are welcome, and the fact that you've been so successful is testament to all the hard work that we do. So thank you.
All right, then. We are now item number, I'm sorry. Claudiana, do you want to say anything real quick before we go?
No, thank you.
All right, then. So we open to public comments on any item on the agenda. So this is agenda item open only. There will be another opening at the end of the meeting for any comment at all. So this is just current agenda. Could I have a motion from Council President Kaufman and a second from Councilwoman Bastide?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, we are now open to the public on any item on the agenda.
1 second. Matt Paczynski again.
Hey, Matt, go ahead.
Matthew Paczynski, Vice President for PBA Local 201. Mr. Mayor, we're a little confused. Was the vote for the vaccine mandate approved, and was it supposed to be taken out?
Let me address that with you. That is on the previous agenda, but it certainly is, I think, topical right now. So that policy needed to be approved because we were under a deadline, as it was explained to me. So it has been approved, but as you yourselves pointed out, and that we knew as a council, there has to be at least one amendment made to it due to the change in the quarantine. I think it went from 14 to 10 to 5 days. So it will be placed on the agenda for that amendment at least. I believe, Lizette, on the 24th. Would that not be correct?
Correct. That's the next meeting.
Okay. So at that time, if the council wishes to consider other recommendations that were made by the many individuals who spoke, we would then consider those amendments if the council chooses to do so. but it was always understood amongst the council, and I believe it was passed to members of the PBA, but at least one council person who had been contacted by them, that that it would be that we needed to pass it tonight on this any die, and that an amendment was always something that was going to be considered for the 24th.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that was not an item on the agenda, but I allowed it. Is there any other member of the public who'd like to ask a question, make a comment about an item on the agenda? From this point on, I would only allow for items on the current agenda.
I don't think there are any other questions.
Okay, and if any member of the public would like to make a comment on anything, when we finish all the items, there is item number 17. We will then open to the public for any comment whatsoever. All right, so we move to number 10. Mr. Sarlo, I need your advice. Mr. Sarlo, for agenda item 10, which is liaisons, 11, which is committee appointments, 12, which is mayor appointments, do I need to read them in the record, or am I permitted to ask the clerk to read them into the record? Or could we just simply move them as is?
As long as if this was listed on the website and the public has access to the list, then you can move it as is without reading it into the record, Mayor.
Okay. Do I need a roll call for, I know I need it for appointments, but do I, which is item number 13. Do I need it for 10, 11, 12 also? And can I move them as a group?
You can, 10 and 11, you can move as I would do them separately, Mayor, 10, 11, 12, though, it's mayor's appointments. So you don't need any consent, you don't need a roll call on that.
Okay, all right then. All right, is there objection? If there is, you can all enjoy me reading all of this with my many malapropisms. Is there any objection to moving this as a block? I'm sorry, not as a block, but as separate votes, and they would be roll call votes. All right. All right, so I think I had Council President Kaufman and Councilwoman Bastide. So that would mean Councilman Knigo and Councilwoman Molinari. Could I have a motion and second to move liaison appointments to various committee, commissions, and boards as listed in the agenda that has been published? Oh, hold on a second. Lizette was the, Anne, was the agenda on the website updated?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so could I have a motion and second to move liaison appointments to various committees, commissions, and boards as listed, currently listed on the website, the revised agenda?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastide,
Yes.
Councilman Knigo,
Yes.
Council President Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malalari,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
Okay. Could I have a motion from Councilwoman Kinsella and a second from Councilwoman Montesano Cohen to move item number 11 of the revised agenda, committee appointments?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastide,
Yes.
Councilman Knigo,
Yes.
Council President Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malalari,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
Okay, the mayor's appointments are listed under item number 12. We move to item number 13. Mr. Sarlo, these are personnel changes in addition to appointments. Must they be read into the record, or can we use the same format?
Same format, Mayor.
Very good. Could I have, let's see, so could I have Council President Kinsella, no, I'm sorry, Council President Kaufman and Councilwoman Kinsella, please move and second agenda item 13, A through H, appointments and personnel changes.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Bastu,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Yes.
Council President Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malalari,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
All right, then. Okay, now I'd like to speak to all our attendees. We have about 12 attendees left. If you are, if you were listed as in the mayor appointments, or if you were listed in the appointments and personnel changes, agenda 12 or 13, and you are ready to take your oath, please raise your hand and Councilwoman Kaufman will move you into to panelist, and then we will do the swearing in. If you are not ready for some reason and you would like to be sworn in later, you can be. And regardless of whether you're being sworn in tonight or not, you do need to go to the clerk's office to sign your oath of office for any appointments that have been made tonight. So for instance, I know that the fire chiefs will not be being sworn in now. They're going to be sworn in later. So that would be one group that would not be sworn in at this time. There may be other groups, other members who for some reason would like that. Okay. Michelle, do we have more?
Not that I know of.
All right, then. Seeing no others, could I have those who are present, please raise your right hand, unmute your mic, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Elizabeth Kinigo,
Jim, your mic isn't unmuted.
There, how's that?
Beautiful.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jim.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Can you say I and your full name?
I, James R. Kellian.
All right, please repeat after me as you much. Oh, wait, we just lost Beth. Let's give her a chance to come back. Jim, you don't mind waiting a few seconds?
I don't mind. I have no life.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Let's not wait. Let's just get Jim and Beth will get sworn in later.
Okay. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
and to the
government established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I state your name.
I, James R. Kellian,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties as a member of the Land Use Board to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, James.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate your continued support. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Good night. So now we would move to Ordinances, first reading. Ordinance 22-1. In a moment, could I have Councilman Kanigo and Councilwoman Bastide? Could you please move in second ordinance 20-21, an ordinance to fix the salary, wages, and compensation of the officers and employees of the Borough of River Edge in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey for the year 2022, non-contractual.
So moved.
Second.
All right, before we move to a vote, since this is a first reading, it does not open to the public. Could I have our business administrator, Ms. Appertella, please give a brief synopsis?
This ordinance establishes the salary ranges of the various positions in the borough that do not fall under a collective bargaining agreement. At the next meeting, in addition to the hearing for adoption, there will be resolutions which specify the employees and their actual salary. So this is just for the ranges.
All right. Roll call.
Councilwoman Bastide,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Yes.
Council President Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malalari,
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
All right. Now we move to resolutions by consent. Resolution 22-01 through 22.59. Could I have, in a moment, could I have Councilwoman Montesano Cohen move and Councilwoman Malalari second? If there is no objection to moving them as block, if someone wants to pull one out for a separate vote, or if someone would like to ask a question before we move them, after we move them, that would be fine. So first, is there a request for a separate vote? Hearing none, could I have the motion in second?
Moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. This is open to debate. Is there a question or a debate that we should enter into? Hearing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Bastide,
Yes.
Councilman Kanigo,
Yes.
Council President Kaufman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Malalari,
Yes.
Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Yes.
Okay, we are now up into public comments. So could I have a motion from, let's see, Councilman Kanigo and a second from Councilwoman Kinsella to open to the public on any issue the public would like to comment on?
Moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, we are now open to the public.
So if anyone has a question or a comment, just raise your hand and I'll allow you to speak. Does not look like there are any.
All right, could I have a motion from Councilwoman Bastide and a second from Council President Kaufman to close to the public?
So moved. Second.
All right, we have had a lot of comments, but I'm sure that there will be a few more. I don't normally go through each person, but I think this is one of those special nights where we may want to do that. Michelle, I know you've offered a few words, but if you'd like to offer a few more, I'd like to move from Council President through a seniority, and so that's what I normally do. So,
Mayor, you didn't take a vote on that last.
Oh, I didn't. Thank you for catching me on that. Closing to the public, I didn't take a vote on that. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, any abstention? All right. Council President Kaufman.
I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, just thank you so much and looking forward to a great year with everybody.
All right. Councilwoman Bastide.
Thank you, Mayor. Just like to wish all of my colleagues, our professionals, our residents, our volunteers a very happy new year and best wishes for for very good health. I'd also like to thank all of our volunteers for stepping up and being willing to support your fellow resident in whatever shape you chose to do so. Thank you. I'd like to thank former Council President Dario Canigo. You did a tremendous job keeping us organized. I know from experience, it's not an easy job. So thank you very much for your leadership over the last 2 years. I look forward to continuing to work with you as a colleague on this council. And I'd like to congratulate Michelle Kaufman on her election of council president. I have all the confidence that you will continue that great history of leadership as council president. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Council, okay, now I'm a little bit, okay. Councilwoman Montesano Cohen.
Sure. Well, welcome, Councilwoman Malalari, first and foremost. Congrats to Council President Kaufman. Thank you, Councilman Kinigo, for your tenacious dedication to your tenure as president. And lastly, just happy and healthy new year to all the residents, professionals, and volunteers. And lastly, my biggest farewell and thanks to Joe for his service.
Okay, Councilwoman Kinsella.
Thank you, Mayor. First and foremost, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you, Dario Canigo, for a great couple of years as president. And thank you for your guidance on a lot of things that I needed guidance on during your tenure. Congratulations to the new council president, Kaufman. I know you're going to be great, as you usually are in many things that you do. And congratulations to Councilwoman Malalari on her new position as councilwoman. And I look forward to working with everyone again on another year. Hopefully it will be a much better one than the previous one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Councilwoman Malalari, any other comments?
No, just thank you, everyone. Looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
So I'd like to again thank Councilman Kinigo. Oh, did I skip you?
You did, but it's all right.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No worries. First of all, congratulations, Michelle, on your election. And I know you're going to do a great job as president, as you've done as a council person so far. Congratulations, Claudiana. I look forward to working with you on this council. I know you're going to be terrific. Thank you, Councilwoman Bastide, for those kind comments. And really, I mean, you know, I stepped into your shoes and there were big shoes to fill, and I tried my best. And I don't know that I always succeeded, but I certainly appreciate all the help that all of you have given me, the mayor, and every council person on this council. And lastly, I may be outnumbered as council, or actually as Commissioner Zur said, but I'm very fortunate, and I look forward to this year. I think it's going to be a tremendous year for River Edge. So Happy New Year, everybody, and thank you for everything.
Well, I have a few comments. First of all, I want to thank Dario for his 2 terms as council president. You did an excellent job. We are very, very grateful. A lot of hours, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and thoughtful, very thoughtful. So thank you, Councilman Canigo, for that service to the community and to the council. I'd like to congratulate Councilwoman Kaufman as new council president. You have always given of your time generously, and I know you will continue to do so. You are equally thoughtful and hardworking, and we know that you will do amazing things. Councilwoman Malalari, Claudiana Malalari, Claudiana, I know you will be an excellent addition to the council, and we're very grateful for your election and presence. I also want to thank our volunteers, all of those who were listed in the agenda, for their service in the past and their continued service in the future. I would like to take this moment to thank Mr. Sarlo, and he has been reappointed as our borough attorney. He has done a phenomenal job. We are blessed to have him. Mr. Sarlo, thank you. I don't know if you wish to say a few things. You don't need to. I don't want to put you on the spot, but we are very grateful for your past service and your continued service.
Yeah, I do, Mayor. Thank you. I believe I'm starting my 8th or 9th year with the borough, and I consider you guys my second home. It's been great working with past council and mayors and the present. And I look forward to working with this group for this year. So thank you for the vote of confidence. And yeah, I consider you all friends too, not just, colleagues and friends and a client, I guess, but for the most part, friends. So thank you again for the vote of confidence.
You're welcome, Mr. Sarlo. Tom, we really appreciate it. I'd like to thank all the other professionals who are not able to be here tonight due to other obligation. For instance, Ezio wanted to be here, but he is a little bit under the weather. He wanted me to extend his regrets to the council, but he wanted to offer his congratulations to our elected as well as to this new body, because every year we create a new body through our reorganization. I'd like to thank Lizette for her outstanding job as BA. And we look forward to many, many more years. She is essentially the leader of River Edge on the day-to-day basis. And Lizette, I just, as we begin a new year, thank you for your leadership. I don't know if you want to say a few words, you don't have to, but if you wish to, you can.
Thank you. Actually, tomorrow's my first anniversary with River Edge, first of many years. Even though this vacation, I did get a taste of retirement. I just look forward to working with everyone. We have a great team. I'm glad to have Ann on board, and just tell 2022, bring it. We're ready.
Excellent. And I also, you have not been with us long, but you have done a wonderful job. We hear all good things about your new tenure with us as our clerk. I'd like to thank you for your service to River Edge, as well as Judy and all the members of our staff, the business department, the different boards and commissions, the secretarial staff, the DPW workers, our outstanding police officers, our outstanding DPW workers, our outstanding contractual and non-contractual employees, our library, another great year. We are very blessed in River Edge to have all of these individuals working towards the common good of the people of River Edge, and we are very, very grateful. So thank you to our commissions, our boards, our committees, and to everyone else who makes River Edge this great place to be in. Oh, thank you to our businesses, those who have committed to River Edge, all of them, and we're very, very grateful. Oh, and I also didn't want to leave out our crossing guards and all those other volunteers that are connected to our Board of Education, which we are grateful for, and our schools, which are doing a great job for our families and our students. If I've forgotten anyone, I apologize. Councilman Kaniga.
You probably didn't forget him, but I think everybody in this town should know what an amazing job the mayor of River Edge has been doing over these past 2 years. Really, it's been a hard 2 years for everybody, but I think Tom Papaleo deserves recognition for the time and effort he has put in to make sure that our borough continues to be managed and worked in the best way possible. I can tell everybody out there that Tom gives a lot of thought, a lot of time to everything having to do with River Edge, and everybody out there should know that this man really devotes himself fully, and he should be recognized as such. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Happy
Any
New Year, everyone.
abstentions or nays? All right, great. Thank you all. Good night.
Everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
New Year. Good night.
Okay.